The Business Review brings you top financial news, developments, influencing currencies, commodities, global commerce, tourism, and other economic events from around the globe.
A Swiss alpine valley became the nation's first region to offer mass COVID-19 testing, a campaign that comes as Switzerland's tourism sector fights to keep its ski lifts running despite 5,000 infections and 100 plus deaths daily. Rugged Grisons bordering Austria and Italy and home to resorts like Davos and St. Mortars launched no-cost voluntary testing in some communities to capture a sharper image of local infections and lay groundwork for broader population-wide screening later. Austria started a mass testing program in the run-up to the holidays, while Slovakia in November credited its mass testing and quarantine scheme with helping control infections. So as residents of zoos in the snowy Engadin Valley had their noses swabbed in a rustic school, skiers at the town's nearby lifts were shussing away, offering sharply contrasting images that highlight Switzerland's COVID-19 strategy: protect public health, but don't kill the economy while doing it. By contrast, German, Italian, French and Austrian lifts are now closed. Grisons, for instance, has shuttered restaurants until next week, making a slopside meal difficult for now.
Tens of millions of consumers across China are now purchasing their groceries online and having them delivered to their front doors by taking advantage of extremely competitive market where big companies turn out with mega deals and discounts for group buying. You make your orders online and in a matter of minutes you'll hear someone knocking at the door. Your fresh groceries have arrived, and due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, people are still hesitant about leaving their homes. Yi Q, who is a young woman living in Beijing, says the new mode has changed her life. She's not alone on her new shopping habit. A June survey revealed more than 70 million people across China are using online services. Nearly all of China's major internet firms have established services in this sector. In addition to adaptation to digital transformation, people of all ages and from all walks of life prefer convenient deals, low prices, which online platforms offer. One fresh business concept which is emerging is community buying, where a group of residents in the same apartment compound can get a discount by buying in bulk. China's tech giants have spotted an opportunity and are moving in. Chengjin Yuxian, supported by the vehicle for hire company Didi Chungjing, is one of the main players. It says business model is winning for everyone. The online shopping boom, however, has created many challenges to those who work in traditional retail. According to research, over 3% of China's grocery sales were online this year, and that number is expected to double. But here's the thing. With so many people turning to these cheaper online platforms, there are concerns about the future of traditional groceries and whether millions of small vendors will eventually be priced out of business.
By sharing facts and truth in the news, the media is the key to strengthening globalization and multilateralism efforts, said experts at a media industry event during the European Media Partners Cooperation online forum. The forum, held by the China Media Group, had various experts from media organizations discuss issues facing journalism and representing accurate information in the news. During the forum, Wang Lu, Deputy Director of the CMG English Language Global Programming Center, pointed out that the media is essential for the world to expand consensus and narrow differences. China and the United States are increasingly paying more attention to multinational relationships, which is considerably proving the importance of multilateralism, noted Adrian Wells, Managing Director of the European News Exchange, an association of the world's leading commercial television broadcasters. Dialogue is the key to opening the door of enhancing multilateralism cooperation, said Eric Kremer, Vice President of Distribution at the France 24, a French state-owned international news television network. The transmission of accurate information is much more difficult because various groups deliberately spread fake news, said Oscar Campello, Director of the Communications and Institutional Relations at the Grupo Vocento, the leading multimedia communications group in the general press market in Spain. The forum had 28 delegates from 25 organizations in 16 European countries and delegates from CMG in attendance.
A Belgian dry ice maker said it had seen a big rise in demand for its products, with the carbon dioxide-based cooling agent having become key to transporting some type of COVID-19 vaccines. Christopher Quignes, managing director of Artimpex, a Ghent-based manufacturer of dry ice and ice production machines, said demand for his products started increasing during the summer and added he expected his turnover to increase twofold in the coming months. He said his company, which was founded in 1992, sold dry ice under the brand name Cryonomic, mostly to Belgian companies involved in transport of fish, meat, chocolate, and medical products, but added the agent was also being used by fire services and cleaning companies. He said his company's main markets for its dry ice production machines were located in Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. The use of dry ice will be particularly critical to transport of a vaccine developed by Pfizer and German partner BioNTech, which must be transported and stored at minus 70 degrees Celsius.
Soybean farmers in northeast China see income growth over the crop's increased prices in output. Farmers of northeast China's Heilongjiang province, a major soybean producer in the country, said the purchase price of soybean has reached the highest price in more than 10 years, which has increased their income. Agritech has made it possible for local farms to grow higher quality soybeans of different varieties in large scale, which has helped drive up the prices in output. Head of Hongwiyu Farm, Joy Wee, said the farm currently has about 15,800 hectares of arable land. This year, the farm planted soybean on about 10,000 hectares of land, and the total output is nearly 14,000 tons, increasing by nearly 10% from a year ago.
Clothing made from fleece is becoming more popular in the Chinese market as consumers prefer winter clothes that are warm but also lightweight. The synthetic fabric is generally made out of polyester, and fleece material is effective at trapping body heat and sustaining warmth, but are not as bulky as other warm weather clothes made from wool. Consumers say they choose fleece jackets because they can have all the warmth for half the weight. The lightweight, soft and fluffy material is also attractive for its low price. The cost of fleece is about $3.8 per kilogram, according to textile companies. Fleece producers, meanwhile, say orders are still rising despite the end of its peak production season. A sales manager of a fleece production company in Shaoxing said in the first half of the year many firms did not prepare enough fabrics due to the pandemic. Since September, market demand rose as temperatures dropped. Almost all firms were scrambling for fabrics. Fleece producers say the sales volume for the material in textile mills has also increased in recent years with the introduction of composite fabrics that improve the waterproof and windproof elements of fleece.
This brings us to the end of this episode of Business Review. We hope to see you again tomorrow with news of stock markets, economic conferences, commodities, currencies, regional and international financial matters, and more.